Hello there, welcome. So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you English by answering some random questions whilst walking through this park. Okay, question number one, where are we? Well, we are in a park in Shanghai, China. Yeah, it's incredibly hot right now, by the way. It's about 35 degrees, which is why I'm already sweating. Yeah, so it should be an interesting one. Question number two, what is China like? Well, obviously I need to be very politically correct here. But to be honest with you, I've been here for 1 week, just in Shanghai. For the first 5 days or so, I didn't really like it. Yeah, I just felt a bit, it's quite hard to settle in, and you have to, for example, you need to download all of these apps before you come here. So you need an app in order to pay, you need like a VPN in order to upload these videos. And it didn't feel that welcoming at first, but honestly, I think it just took a bit of time to settle in because it's been a week now and I really like it here. Everyone is really nice, by the way. Chinese people, I genuinely, from the people I've met, have all been lovely. So a bit of a struggle at first, but now it's all good. Okay, number three, what's the first job you had? Just so you know, by the way, you'll see some vocabulary popping up on the screen and everything will be included in a free PDF and the links in the top comment. Right, first job I had, I was 12 years old, very young, I know, and I was a paper boy, a paper delivery boy. So I did this Monday to Friday before school, so I had to wake up at 5 a.m. and I'd work from 5:30 till 7 a.m. then go to school. A hard life, I know, and I would cycle around my neighborhood in the cold and the dark and the wet, delivering papers to people's doors. And each shift took me an hour and a half. At the end of each shift, they would pay me £3. I was on £15 a week. That's the equivalent of £2 per hour. That's child labor for you, right there. And then if you're wondering how that ended, one morning I just slept through my alarm and didn't turn up, and we just we mutually agreed to terminate the employment there. Yeah, not really how I pictured China, to be honest with you, especially not Shanghai. Mate, this is British. We're in the UK right now. I can't prove it, but we're in the UK right now. I can just smell it's the freshly cut grass has such a distinctive smell. It reminds me of being in school and playing football, maybe sports day or something like that. It smells of British summer. Ni hao. A nice hit, I told you. If money wasn't a factor, what would you do? I'd probably skate during the day, skateboard during the day, and drink beer during the night. What's a purchase you're glad you made? These AirPods. So I'm 28, I bought these 8 years ago when I was 20, and they're still working. I remember buying them so vividly as well. I was in Westfield Shopping Centre in East London, in Stratford, which is right next to where I used to live. And I was working an office job, and it was after, I think it was on a Thursday. I'd just been paid. And I walked into the shopping centre, brought these to the counter. They were £160, which felt so expensive at the time because I had headphones that worked perfectly well, but they were the wired ones. So I was very hesitant about buying these because I knew that I didn't really need them. And I thought to myself, you know what, if these last me for 1 year, then I'm happy. It's been a good purchase. And I've had these for 8 years, as I say, and they're still working. So AirPods, I don't regret buying these whatsoever. One thing you may not know about me is that I'm really into nature, and this is a great tree in particular. If I'm not mistaken, this is yeah, definitely. This is a Magnolia Biondi Pampan, I'm sure of it. Oh, there's a sign there. Yep, I was right. Magnolia Biondi Pampan. I knew it. I can just tell by looking at these things. It's a hobby of mine. Tree naming, I call it. Biggest pet peeve. So your pet peeve is something that really annoys you. And my biggest pet peeve is people typing on their phones with the volume on. So you can just hear, and they make a mistake. I just find it infuriating. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. What's a nice thing you've done for someone recently? Oh, I'm just looking for an excuse to show off, aren't I? So I'm going to put my sunglasses on, if you don't mind. I'll cut this bit out. So in last week's video, I went to this cafe. Basically just, I was in Japan before this, and there was a cafe that I used to go to pretty much every day to work. And there was this guy there who we'd see each other, we'd give each other the nod, which is when you do this. Kind of just means, all right, mate. And he was French. And one day we started speaking, and he told me that it was his birthday that day, and no one had got him anything. So as I was leaving, I nipped to the shop, which was right next to the cafe. And in Japan, you can buy individual slices of cake. And I bought him a slice. I bought him a slice of cake, gave it to him. I said, "Happy birthday, man." He was like, "Oh, merci beaucoup, my friend." It was nice. It was actually really wholesome. And it made doing something nice for someone else makes you feel so good as well. Right, we're in some pond place. It's quite cool because I have no idea what this park is like. I traveled for about an hour to get here, and I've just started recording as soon as I stepped in. So this is new to me as well. Beautiful. Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, we have some this is a Swede Wilsonina. Yeah, definitely that, or a Wanga as I call it sometimes. Yeah, there we are. Swede Wilsonina Wanga. I told you. Tree naming, it's my thing. What is your favorite animal? It used to be, I used to really like ducks. I still do, but they're not my favorite anymore. Deer are now my favorite animal. But yeah, after my many excursions to Nara Deer Park in Japan, they have become my favorite animal because they're just so sweet and kind and gentle and nice. They bow to you. They're lovely. They're really nice. Favorite word, elegant. I like that word. It sounds elegant. It looks elegant. It's just a rather elegant word. Favorite soft drink, Coke Zero, 100%. Favorite alcoholic drink. So the weak stuff would have to be beer, and the strong stuff would have to be whiskey. And I'm the least picky person when it comes to both beer and whiskey. I'll drink any beer and it will taste nice. I'll drink any whiskey and it will taste nice. One thing that I think gives a park like this so much character and personality, it's these random things you see everywhere. So we have the statue over there, we have the massive shrooms for some reason, we have the public gym equipment complete with the old people working out on it. It's a lot of fun, and I might have to go on that seesaw. There are no slides, unfortunately, but actually no, you need 2 people for a seesaw. Ugh. Damn it. I mean, I can try, but it probably won't work. Okay, the moment of truth. Is this going to work? No, obviously not. Favorite smell? Just some sort of perfume. So a fun fact about me is I really into perfume, and I used to be even more obsessed with it. So I remember when I was about 15, that's when I first got really into it. And there was this department store, this mini shopping center next to my house. And after school, I befriended the woman who was just this like 50-year-old woman working in the perfume counter. And after school, I would go there and I would speak to her about perfume, and she would give me these samples and stuff like that. But I had no money then, so I couldn't buy anything, which was a shame. And I used to go on my phone, and there was this website, I remember it was called Fragnatica or something like that, and it was basically a website for researching perfumes, and it would tell you the different notes and how strong it was and that type of thing. And I'd spend so much time on that website. Yeah, if you're wondering, I have 2 perfumes in rotation, Yves Saint Laurent and Diptyque. There are a few others I'd really like to try, but the thing is about perfume is it's quite expensive, and it's basically very easy not to buy, because you can really justify not buying it, because it's like, oh god, this is £80 or something like that, and I don't even get all the benefits right away. It's just, I'll smell nice today and tomorrow. It's like so much money for something I don't need, because it's not a necessity, is it? It's a luxury. So it's kind of hard to justify buying perfume sometimes, but I think it's worth it. I need to get some new stuff. Yeah, let me know if you have any recommendations for men's perfume. It has to be something that's good in the heat, in the sun, because yeah, it's a scorcher. Now that is what I call a recycling bin. So this is actually this is a tree. This is the stump of a tree that's been carved out and turned into a bin. I've never seen that before in my life. Fair play, that's kind of cool. Authentic Chinese bamboo. Anyway, if you're wondering about any other cool Chinese things I've seen so far, this is a random one. So I was seeing this tourist spot and I had to go to the bathroom. So I went to these public toilets, right? And above each cubicle, there was a neon sign, an electric sign saying engaged or free. And that in itself was kind of interesting. I've never seen that before. But the funny thing is they also had a timer. So it showed you to the second how long each person had been in that cubicle. So when you go into the bathroom, the timer goes engage, the timer starts by the second. So you could walk in there and you might see 58 seconds, 59 seconds, 60 seconds, 1 minute, 1 second. Or if someone was having a really bad day, it might say 45 minutes and 34 seconds, 35 seconds, 36 seconds. Yeah, we've all been there. Favorite day of the week? Friday, without a shadow of a doubt. Fridays. I love Friday. It's actually Friday today. I normally post my videos on Fridays. That's one of the reasons why I like that day so much. Obviously this video isn't going to be posted on Friday, it'll be posted on Saturday, sorry about that. And also, you know, it's the weekend. I love weekends. And my least favorite day is definitely Monday, which is strange because if you work a more traditional Monday to Friday job, it makes sense that Monday is going to be your least favorite day. But for me, even though I work the same number of hours, I can have a bit more flexibility with when I do it, yet I still hate Mondays. There's something just ingrained in humans, potentially. You wake up and it's like, it's a Monday, God, another week. And it just feels like a drag no matter what. So yeah, for God's sake, who told the paparazzi I was here? I can't even, they've all got their cameras out and stuff. I can't even go anywhere without bloody this fame thing. It's a double-edged sword. This is actually a really chilled area of the park. We have the woods there and the footy there. This guy's good, I can tell, but go on, son. Unlucky. Go on. Yeah. It's weird that I'm just filming that guy playing football. That's cute. They're having their wedding photos taken. Almost as important as my thumbnail. Cats or dogs? I'm going to have to say cats. I like both. I just want to get that out there. I like both. However, I think that cats are more chill, easier to look after, a bit cuter, dare I say. Of course, Henry the dog, my dog, the channel mascot, is an exception to this rule because he is very adorable, but in general I'd probably prefer cats to dogs. Yeah, sorry dogs. Right, I'm gonna flip the camera, we'll have a look around. Look at this perfectly picturesque, quaint little bridge. It's lovely. The nature here is really nice. I'm quite surprised. If you saw that, your mind wouldn't go to China, would it? It looks quite English actually. But yeah, fair play, this is really nice. Nature and a cup of tea. Am I back in England right now? What's going on? Favorite takeaway? Ooh, on the topic of food, I'd say pizza, just because pizza feels like a proper takeaway meal. It feels like a real treat as well, pizza. And it comes in the iconic pizza box. It feels special. It feels special, as I say. Before, it was something that you'd only have on your birthday or on a special occasion. So just the thought of ordering a pizza is so exciting. We only have 2 more questions. Very sad. Favorite sport? Football. I love skateboarding, as I kind of alluded to earlier, but I wouldn't really consider it a sport. I guess it technically is, in the same way that chess is a sport, but football, I love watching it, I love playing it. Come on Arsenal, we just won the league, well, like a couple of weeks ago, but it's going to be years of domination from now, I promise. I feel like that would either be a really hard, tedious job, or a really chill, nice job. Picking flowers, picking the dead flowers admittedly, but still. Right, let's get to this. The final question. Favorite chocolate bar? Snickers, which is the chocolate and peanut one. I just think that's such a good combination, you know. Honorable mentions, Kit Kats, especially Kit Kat Chunkies. I don't know if you know about these, just these chocolate bars that I'm naming. I'm pretty sure Snickers, that's international, right? Everyone knows Snickers. Kit Kats, yeah, they definitely are, because I know they have the matcha ones in Japan. Yeah. As mentioned, all the vocabulary that popped up on the screen will be included in a free PDF, and the link is in the top comment. Okay, I'm going to go and get an ice cream. If you did enjoy this video, I'd recommend watching this one right here. This is in a similar style. I post new videos every single Friday, so make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see you again next week for another, most likely, Chinese adventure. Goodbye, thank you. Mwah. Lots of love. Cheers.